Britney Spears took a break from the recent drama swirling around her for a drive around Calabasas, California, on Wednesday. The city is northwest of Los Angeles and about a 15-minute drive from Britney's home in Thousand Oaks. The 42-year-old pop icon was behind the wheel despite injuring her ankle last week during a tumultuous visit to the Chateau Marmont hotel in La Weil with her boyfriend Paul Soliz. Sources later told that she hurt herself while doing cartwheels outside of her hotel room. Britney's joyride happened the same day that insiders revealed what really happened to the songstress at the Chateau Marmont, as fans have worried that she suffered another breakdown. Britney was spotted in the driver's seat while apparently on a solo trip. She wore her lovely blonde hair down over her shoulders, and she had on a pair of chunky dark sunglasses to keep the piercing light out of her eyes. While many people might take being able to drive for granted, it's a symbol of freedom for the toxic singer, as she was not allowed to get behind the wheel during her since-ended 13-year conservatorship. Since the arrangement was finally ended, Britney has been able to get some fresh air as she sees fit, and driving offers her some rare alone time. Her trip also suggested that her injury wasn't preventing her from driving. The same day, insiders revealed that Britney had a massive panic attack and flipped out at the Chateau Marmont over fears that her own mother called the paramedics on her, just minutes after she insisted she was mentally fine but had badly injured her ankle. The singer sparked fears that she was spiraling into a mental breakdown when she was pictured wearing nothing but a blanket and underwear while clutching a pillow as she was escorted out of the celebrity hotspot by paramedics in the early hours of last Thursday. She later shared pictures of her swollen foot on Instagram, insisting she was not in the midst of an episode, as she accused her own mother Lynn Spears, 60, of a setup. Now, insiders have laid bare the truth about the shocking incident, claiming Lynn was behind the 911 call and had asked her daughter if she was mentally fine just minutes before. Britney was crying in pain and she called Lynn in Louisiana to tell her what had happened, a source told exclusively. At the time, Lynn was the only one who knew that she had hurt herself. Lynn asked Britney if she was okay mentally and Britney told her mom that she was fine and it was just her ankle. Lynn called 911 and told them that Britney was having a breakdown and had injured herself. She knew that Britney was in a traumatized state. The estranged duo had recently reconnected following the end of Britney's conservatorship battle with her father Jamie Spears, 71, and the finalization of her divorce from ex-husband Sam Asghari, 30. Photographs taken the night of the incident showed the disheveled-looking pop star, barefoot and draped in a blanket, reminiscent of her infamous 2008 breakdown that landed her in an involuntary 51-50 hold and ultimately led to her 13-year conservatorship. Explaining her attire, the insider insisted it had nothing to do with her mental state. When the ambulance arrived at the chateau, they went directly to Britney's room and told her that they needed to make sure that she was okay after someone had called the paramedics, they said. When Britney looked out, she saw the ambulance and the gurney and she flipped out. She had a severe panic attack because seeing a gurney for her is traumatizing, for obvious reasons. Britney then grabbed a blanket and a pillow, leaving her belongings at the hotel. She did not have shoes on because her ankle was injured. She was not going to get in an ambulance and was not about to get checked out by them for an injured ankle. According to the source, the toxic singer, who was at the hotel with her felon boyfriend Paul Soliz, was determined to flee. The source continued, she said, "I am getting the F*****K out of here." She walked past the ambulance and got into a ride that was waiting for her out front. She did not return to the chateau. Britney rubbished claims she had suffered a mental breakdown on Instagram, and posted a video of her swollen ankle. "Okay guys, so you know, I really twisted my ankle last night," she said. "It's so bad. Idiot right here tried to do a leap in the living room at the chateau and I fell and embarrassed myself and that's it." It was later claimed she had been doing cartwheels while drinking alcohol. Paramedics came to the door illegally and caused this huge scene, and it was so unnecessary, and all I needed was ice," she said. The "Oops I Did It Again" singer started crying and added, "It is pretty mad, but ******* T happens." In the caption, Britney placed blame on her mother Lynn. "I know my mom was involved. I haven't talked to her in 6 months, and she called right after it happened before the news being out," she wrote. "I was set up just like she did way back when. I wish I had grandparents. I can't stand her. I honestly don't care, I will say it." Britney finished her post by praising her longtime attorney, Matthew Rosengart, who she said is like a father to her. She wrote, "PSSS, this man is wonderful. He's like a father to me, and he got me through last night. I adore you and admire you, Mr. Matthew." The incident is believed to be the final straw for Britney, who is now keen to sell Serenity, the mansion she had built in Kentwood, Louisiana in 2001, which her mother has lived in for 2 decades. Britney is now going to sell Serenity, the insider said. The incident at Chateau Marmont was the last straw. A separate source close to the pop princess told that Lynn is desperate to salvage her relationship with her daughter over fears she will leave her homeless. Lynn was photographed at LAX, less than 48 hours after the incident, where she was greeted by her son Brian and her granddaughter. Asked if she would always be there no matter what, for her daughter, she simply nodded. Britney's father previously claimed that Serenity, and all the costs associated with maintaining it, were never paid for by Lynn. Lynn has not been involved in her daughter's life for most of the past 12 years, he stated in court documents in 2021. Despite their estranged relationship, the conservatorship estate, during the entire duration of the conservatorship, has paid and continues to pay for the mansion in Louisiana where Lynn lives. This includes all of her utility bills, weekly maid service, and all maintenance totaling upwards of $150,000 per year, and to date, nearly $2,000,000 in total. Court documents also revealed that Britney has spent approximately $1.7 million on her mother over the years. Lynn, who went back to work as a substitute teacher in Kentwood last year, filed for Chapter 7, liquidation bankruptcy, in 1998. She has owned 5 companies in the past 20 years, including Britney Online Incorporated. And One More Time Music Incorporated. But is no longer involved in any of them. Britney previously sold the condo she owned in Destin, Florida, just 1 year after her release from the conservatorship. She purchased the property, which Lynn would use for vacation, in 2001 for $920,000 under an LLC. Lynn used to spend so much time at Britney's condo, and it was her favorite place to escape, the second insider told. Britney didn't even give Lynn the opportunity to get her belongings out of the home before she sold it. But Britney didn't sell it because she was broke. She sold it because she felt her family was taking advantage of her and using the home as if it were theirs, but never inviting her to join them. Lynn knows that she could easily do the same with Serenity, leaving her high and dry and homeless. Britney and her mother have had a love-hate relationship for years. Prior to last week, the two had not spoken since December, when Lynn surprised Britney by traveling to La to celebrate her 42nd birthday. The mother and daughter duo were pictured in sweet snaps shared to social media, with images showing Britney cuddling up to Lynn on the couch and twirling her mom in the air. Britney and Lynn's estrangement was spearheaded by her claims Lynn didn't lift a finger to help free her daughter from her conservatorship. Last year they came to blows over claims Lynn threw out childhood dolls and journals from Britney's former family home. Insiders also claimed Lynn had been selling off her possessions both online and at a local consignment shop in Louisiana in recent years. Lynn appeared to address her daughter's claims that she disposed of her belongings, insisting she wouldn't be so cruel. Britney had previously claimed in her memoir The Woman in Me that her family saw her as nothing more than a cash flow.